For those of you who checked my Twitter lately, you may have noticed that I have gotten myself into a little bit of a pickle, got myself into controversy over the fact that I defend the beauty in art. Whether that is defending anime or defending certain video games that have beautiful depictions of female characters, it seems that I have managed to upset a couple of people. Usually when you make the argument that female characters should look better, you're going to get individuals telling you to touch grass. And I want to say that I don't do drugs. I have to be a law-abiding citizen here in Romania. The punishment for doing drugs is quite severe. I don't do them. But I do understand that you need to do a lot of them in order to find the Western modern female character appealing. So no, like I reject what you're telling to me. I do not touch grass, I touch waifu. But you do get people upset when you point it out. I also got people upset when I said, why is it that Baldur's Gate, which by the way, I have nothing against the game. I want people to understand the game is not the problem. The problem are the rules being enforced. Why is Baldur's Gate getting a free pass and not being slapped by the ESRB with the AO, which is adult only? Why does it get a pass? But if you have like an anime game and you accidentally show like a pixel of a titty, like just a pixel of an ass, immediately you get the AO rating and you get banned from most platforms, right? Now, what I found fascinating and quite interesting is that the most people that attacked me, overwhelmingly actually, happen to be furries. I don't know why. I can't explain it. I just observe it. Alright? Like, I don't know what goes into the mind of a person that is a modern furry, because I used to be a conservative, a classical furry. Okay? I used to be a furry like 10 years ago. So back then, we didn't attack people for liking different things. But it's weird, you know, like, you have people that see that you like anime girls on fan service, and they call you a pervert. And when you go onto their timeline, they seem to be into furry paraphernalia. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. It's like, hey, your kinks, whatever, I'm not going to shame you. I just don't understand why you're not being a little bit more tolerant. Like, why can't you tolerate the stuff I like? That's the thing that I find bizarre. So this is the argument that I have to those people. But there are other people on the right, because when you go onto their timeline, you see that either they like football or they like some right-wing commentators. They seem to be like the Jesus and family type, and they don't like anime. What they do, and this is my observation, I don't know if they're legit or trolling, but they seem to do what Vice is doing. They seem to try to equate all anime with pedophilia. Like, even if it doesn't have any loli in it, right? So, like, even if the cartoon characters are mature, they will consider them that they look like children, and if you watch that, you must be a chomo. Again, not all furries, not all right-wingers, but the ones that come to me seem to have these characteristics. I don't know, like, what percentage of the furry community is targeting me. I assume it's pretty low. I don't know if it's an accurate sample of like, the right-wingers. It seems that they are part of, like, the new right, if you want to call it like that, like the right-wingers that add identity politics to the ideology. Right, and they probably aren't Donald Trump supporters. If you see them, you know them, type of thing. You know, like, they want everything they consider degenerate to be banned. And there's like this unholy alliance between them and the furry community, and I genuinely do not understand why they don't attack furry art, but they're attacking anime, which to me is bizarre, because without anime, what is left? You got Netflix and Disney. Like, they're literally carrying water for these corporations unknowingly. In political terms, we call this a useful idiot. Like, someone who champions a cause without realizing. The reason people watch anime isn't because they necessarily like anime. They watch anime because there's nothing else to watch. So if you were to take anime away, you're basically saying, it's like, well, what is left? What aren't you attacking? Well, you're not attacking modern comic books from Disney and Marvel. From DC and Marvel, and you're also not attacking Hollywood, and you're not attacking Netflix, right? You're attacking anime creators, anime artists, manga artists. That's who you're targeting. So, I find it bizarre. Like I even had a conversation on Twitter with a person that suggested this looks like a child. And I don't fucking see how. Lore-wise, she is over the age of 18. I mean, she's even dressed as a maid to show that she has a job, right? So, like, story-wise, she's over a... Art-wise, the reason that she's got big milkers and birthing hips is precisely so that no one can think that she is immature. The only thing is that, well, she's got the childish face. Like, I'm sorry, but this is like the Disney way of drawing. And like, that is not... I don't know how the artist can make her look older than she is. Unless they give her cellulitis. And maybe they draw her hair white and drew some wrinkles. Like... There is nothing else that the artist can do in order to make her look more old. But, like, I'm pretty sure that the person knows this. I think this is a disingenuous argument. I think what they want others to believe, they want to appeal to the normies, that anime equals child pornography. This is, like, their take. This is what they're trying to do the reach in order to shame anime, which is literally what Vice magazine is doing. Vice magazine is also trying to shame anime, so that they hire diversity consultants, right? So that they hire, like, progressive people within their companies in order to probably make the anime characters look more like Abby from The Last of Us. I'm pretty sure the right-wingers don't have this agenda, but you're really helping them achieve it. I will tell you something. If you're a right-winger and you don't like anime, I will tell you an uncomfortable truth, all right? Like a hard pill to swallow. I have learned far more about conservative values that you would like society to know from Naruto, from My Hero Academia, than I have ever learned from church, from Hollywood, from Netflix, from the people around me, even from conservative talking heads. The knowledge that I have got, the themes that are presented in Naruto and My Hero Academia were more impactful for me than any other theme. Now, of course, you know, you may look at Naruto and you may find, like, something that you don't like, because I'm sure, like, if you look at something, eventually you may find a theme that you don't like and you don't approve of. However, I would like to point out that Naruto focuses a lot on family, the importance of it, how difficult it must be for someone to be born without it. It focuses on the hero's sacrifice to champion something greater than yourself, to risk yourself for the good of the village, the importance of friendship. You can't deny that. I don't know, like, usually they come, like, with some esoteric themes. It's like, oh, but anime isn't Christian enough. Naruto doesn't worship Jesus or some shit. Like, look, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can find out some themes that you may not like, you know, like Sakura beating Naruto as a joke, and that's inciting the disagreement between the genders, or sure, but, like, overall, there are good themes that resonated to me a lot better than all the negative themes. So what I'm saying is that if you don't like anime, I don't know why you want to take it away from other people. I don't know why you're playing into this game. I don't know what you're gaining or what you think you accomplish. But it is what it is, you know? With the furries, I understand. I mean, I guess, like, that they're trying to virtue signal to their clique in order to show that they like more Western games than they like games from evil Japan that doesn't respect diversity, inclusivity, and equity, which is the mantra of the Imperial United States of America. But, like, with the right-wingers, I find it comical because they have no power. In the real world, I mean. Like, they have no institutional power. So what I mean by this is, like, sure, you know, maybe on the internet, you can get a content creator in trouble. You can get some sound bites from a content creator or whatever, and then try to get him in trouble. But you're not going to affect legislation. You're not going to affect policy. You're not going to put your own diversity officers on the board of an anime community. You know, like, that's what the left does, because they do have institutional power. You're not going to have, like, your university professors lecture to the students. You don't really have that power. And yet you're like being edgelordy online and being like, oh, well, you know, like, this character is problematic. We need to ban them. You won't ban shit. Okay, like, they're a corporation, a multi-million-dollar corporation. You do not have the power and influence to do anything against them. You're not going to ban anything. The only thing you're going to do is you're going to alienate people, and then you're going to wonder, why is Andrew Tate so popular? Well, because Andrew Tate takes pictures of his Bugatti next to his anime waifus. Because he understands what the younglings are into. Which is anime. They're not going to be into Netflix. They're not going to be into comic books. They're not going to be into Marvel and DC. And he understands that. Anyway, right, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.